Talk in English, just 1 page per day. Many dream of speaking English fluently, yet feel overwhelmed by the sheer scale of the task. They imagine endless textbooks and complicated grammar rules, leading to procrastination and self-doubt. This common struggle often prevents people from even starting their language learning adventure, making the first step feel monumental and impossible to conquer alone. What if mastering English could be simple, manageable, and even enjoyable? Imagine transforming your language learning into a daily, achievable habit, much like reading a favorite book. This approach requires only a small commitment, consistently building momentum over time. It's about demystifying the process, making it accessible to everyone. Our revolutionary method focuses on just 1 page per day of active English engagement. This isn't about memorizing vocabulary lists or rote grammar drills. Instead, it involves reading a single page, listening to a short dialogue, or even writing a brief paragraph. Consistency truly is the ultimate key here. This 1 page per day philosophy is designed to eliminate the common feeling of being overwhelmed. It breaks down the enormous goal of fluency into tiny, digestible pieces. Such a small daily commitment makes it easier to start, easier to maintain, and much less intimidating for beginners. Starting step-by-step talking is crucial, no matter how imperfect your initial attempts may sound. Don't wait for perfection. Embrace the journey of gradual improvement. Begin with simple greetings, introduce yourself, or describe your day using basic phrases. Every single spoken word builds confidence effectively. Your voice might tremble, your grammar might be messy, but the act of speaking itself is paramount. It activates different parts of your brain, solidifying your knowledge and improving recall. Remember, even native speakers make mistakes. It's a natural part of communication, fostering genuine connection. Listen and practice tirelessly are two pillars of effective language acquisition. Immerse yourself in authentic English content daily. This includes podcasts, movies, music, or news. Active listening helps you internalize natural rhythms, intonation, and common expressions, refining your own pronunciation patterns. After listening, try to mimic what you hear. Repeat phrases, sentences, and even entire dialogues out loud. Don't worry about understanding every single word. Focus on the sound and flow. This iterative process of listening and repeating dramatically enhances your speaking ability and comprehension. How to talk in English starts with accepting imperfection and embracing brave attempts. Find opportunities to use the language, however small. Speak to yourself in English, narrate your day internally, or even describe objects around you aloud. This consistent, low-stakes practice builds crucial muscle memory. Record your voice and listen back critically. This self-assessment is incredibly powerful for identifying areas for improvement in pronunciation, intonation, and fluency. It provides an objective perspective on your progress, allowing you to fine-tune your speaking patterns effectively and quickly. How to learn English involves a holistic approach, blending various techniques. Combine reading, writing, listening, and speaking daily. Use flashcards for vocabulary, engage in short conversations, and try to write journal entries. The more diverse your engagement, the faster your progress will be. Incorporate English into your daily life organically. Change your phone's language settings, watch YouTube tutorials in English, or even follow English-speaking social media accounts. This constant exposure creates an immersive environment, making learning feel less like a chore and more like living. Now, let's address why you should not learn English. A provocative title, but truly it refers to common misconceptions. Some believe they're not good at languages or too old. These limiting beliefs are the real barriers, not inherent ability. Everyone possesses the capacity to learn a new language. The biggest reason not to learn English, in essence, is the fear of making mistakes and sounding foolish. This pervasive fear cripples countless potential learners. However, every mistake is a stepping stone, a moment of learning and growth. Embrace them as essential parts of your journey. Another misguided reason people avoid learning is the pursuit of perfect grammar before speaking. This often leads to analysis paralysis, preventing any real communicative progress. Communication is about conveying meaning, and perfection comes much later, through consistent practice. Consider how people speak English in the real world. It's diverse, often imperfect, and full of regional accents and colloquialisms. Native speakers don't always use textbook grammar. They prioritize clear communication and understanding. Observe this fluidity and adapt your expectations. People use filler words, pause to collect their thoughts, and sometimes even switch sentence structures mid-conversation. These are natural aspects of spoken language, not signs of failure. Understanding this helps you relax and accept your own evolving speaking style with confidence. Don't compare your beginner English to a native speaker's lifelong fluency. Compare your today's English to your yesterday's English. That's where true progress lies. Celebrate every small victory, every new word, every correctly formed sentence, no matter how simple it may seem. Start talking at home is arguably the safest and most effective initial step. Your home is a judgment-free zone where you can experiment freely. Talk to your pets, to your plants, or even to inanimate objects around your house. This builds comfort and familiarity. Engage in self-talk. Narrate your daily routine aloud in English. I am making coffee now. The water is boiling. I will add sugar. This seemingly simple exercise is incredibly powerful for internalizing vocabulary and sentence structures in a practical context, improving recall. If you have family members or housemates, encourage them to join you for short, simple English conversations. Even 5 minutes of interaction can make a huge difference. Create a playful, supportive environment where everyone feels comfortable making errors and learning from them. How to improve your fluency requires consistent, deliberate practice beyond just speaking. It involves broadening your vocabulary and understanding complex sentence structures. Read widely, expose yourself to different accents, and actively engage with diverse topics. Focus on intonation and rhythm. English is a stress-timed language, and mastering its musicality makes your speech sound more natural and comprehensible. Practice mimicking the natural rise and fall of sentences, paying attention to stressed syllables and words in conversation. Engage in active listening during real conversations. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Truly process what the other person is saying, ask clarifying questions, and offer thoughtful responses. This improves both your comprehension and your ability to respond spontaneously. Don't shy away from complex topics or abstract ideas. Try to articulate your opinions on various subjects, even if you struggle initially. This pushes your linguistic boundaries and forces you to explore new vocabulary and more sophisticated grammatical constructions. Learn English through stories, is a profoundly engaging and effective method. Narratives naturally hold your attention, making the learning process feel less like studying and more like enjoying an experience. Stories provide context for new words and phrases. Choose stories that genuinely interest you, whether they are children's books, short stories, or simplified novels. Start with materials slightly above your current level to challenge yourself without becoming overwhelmed. The pleasure of the story itself drives engagement. As you read or listen to stories, pay attention to how characters express emotions, how dialogues unfold, and how sentences are structured. This organic exposure to language and context helps you internalize grammar and vocabulary much more effectively than isolated drills. Stories introduce you to cultural nuances and common idioms in an entertaining way. You learn not just words, but also how those words are used in real-life situations. This deepens your understanding and makes your own English sound more authentic and natural. Try retelling a story in your own words after you've read or heard it. This exercise forces you to retrieve vocabulary, construct sentences, and organize your thoughts coherently in English. It's an excellent way to consolidate learning and improve narrative flow. Consider joining an online book club or a storytelling group specifically for English learners. This provides a supportive community where you can discuss narratives, practice your speaking, and gain new perspectives from fellow language enthusiasts, fostering growth. Remember, consistency trumps intensity when it comes to language learning. A small, daily effort sustained over months yields far greater results than sporadic, intense study sessions. Establish a routine and stick to it, celebrating every small win along the way. Set realistic goals for yourself. Instead of aiming for perfect fluency in a month, focus on mastering 5 new phrases a week or reading 1 page of an English story every day. Achievable goals build momentum and prevent burnout effectively. Embrace technology to your advantage. Use language learning apps, online dictionaries, and translation tools wisely. They can supplement your learning, provide instant feedback, and offer interactive exercises to reinforce your understanding and improve skills. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They are invaluable learning opportunities. Every incorrect sentence, every mispronounced word, offers a chance to identify gaps in your knowledge and refine your understanding. They are part of the natural learning curve. Find a language partner or a tutor if possible. Regular conversation with a native speaker or an advanced learner provides immediate feedback, corrects errors, and exposes you to natural conversational patterns. This accelerates your progress significantly. Create an immersive environment around you, even if you don't live in an English-speaking country. Label objects in your home with their English names, listen to English radio, and watch English television shows with subtitles to begin with. Practice active recall. Instead of passively reviewing vocabulary, test yourself regularly. Try to remember words and phrases without looking them up. This strengthens your memory pathways and improves your ability to retrieve information under pressure. Focus on high-frequency words first. Learning the most common 2,000 to 3,000 words in English will allow you to understand a significant portion of everyday conversations and texts. Prioritize these foundational words for practical communication. Pay attention to pronunciation from the very beginning. Correcting ingrained pronunciation habits later can be much harder. Use resources like online dictionaries with audio pronunciation or listen carefully to native speakers to mimic sounds accurately. Understand that learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be plateaus and moments of frustration. Acknowledge these feelings, but don't let them deter you from your ultimate goal. Persistence is your most powerful ally in this journey. Celebrate every milestone, no matter how small. Understood a complex sentence? Great. Managed a short conversation? Fantastic. Every step forward reinforces positive habits and motivates you to continue your progress in English. Remember the why. Why do you want to learn English? For travel? For career opportunities? To enjoy movies without subtitles? Keeping your motivation clear and strong will help you push through challenges and maintain your commitment over time. Diversify your learning materials. Don't stick to just one textbook or one type of content. Explore different genres of stories, different accents in podcasts, and varied topics in news articles. This breadth enriches your vocabulary and comprehension. Join online communities or forums for English learners. These platforms offer opportunities to ask questions, share experiences, and connect with others who are on a similar journey. Mutual support can be incredibly motivating and helpful for learners. Don't forget the power of review. Regularly revisit previously learned vocabulary and grammar points to solidify your understanding and prevent forgetting. Spaced repetition systems can be particularly effective for long-term retention of new information. Immerse yourself in authentic materials that reflect how people genuinely speak English. This includes slang, idioms, and common conversational phrases that might not be found in textbooks. Understanding these nuances makes your English sound more natural. Practice thinking in English. When you're alone, try to form your thoughts directly in English instead of translating from your native language. This trains your brain to process information in English, speeding up your response time in conversations. Develop a personal learning routine that fits your lifestyle. Whether it's 15 minutes in the morning or 30 minutes before bed, consistency is paramount. Find what works best for you and make it an unbreakable part of your daily schedule. Challenge yourself periodically. Once you feel comfortable with basic conversations, try to engage in more complex discussions or read more challenging texts. Push your boundaries to ensure continuous growth and development in your English proficiency. Recognize that fluency isn't about speaking without an accent. It's about communicating effectively and confidently. Your unique accent is part of your identity and adds character to your speech. Focus on clarity and comprehensibility above all else. Engage with English songs. Pay attention to the lyrics, look up unfamiliar words, and sing along. Music is a powerful memory aid and can help you internalize rhythm and intonation patterns in an enjoyable and memorable way, reinforcing learning. Utilize online resources like YouTube channels dedicated to English learning. Many offer free lessons, pronunciation guides, and conversational practice tips. Find channels that resonate with your learning style for maximum benefit and enjoyment. Participate in language exchange programs. You teach someone your native language, and they teach you English. This creates a mutually beneficial learning environment and provides authentic, low-pressure opportunities for real conversation practice. Remember, every step, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goal. The journey to English fluency is personal and continuous. Embrace the process, celebrate your progress, and enjoy the incredible opportunities that speaking English will unlock. Your confidence will grow with every word you speak, every sentence you form, and every story you comprehend. Trust the process of consistent daily practice, and soon you'll be communicating with ease, unlocking a world of new connections and opportunities.